I am one with my glorious I Am presence. And Holy Christ Self, my personalities, body elemental, and new spirit. All parts of my being are in balance, harmony, and alignment. And my aura is fully contained within my heart diamond and Metatron's cosmic egg. I am now ready for today's message. Greetings, beloveds. Christmas notices that her face often tickles or needs to be scratched when my presence comes into her during the videos, as it does not happen to her throughout the day. And this is always a bit of a distraction to her, and she has been wondering why she always needs to scratch her nose or her face just when the video starts. This is a mere side effect of my enhanced presence within her. For I am with her at all times, when she is awake and when she is asleep. A very small portion of my presence is always there with her. However, she feels that presence more strongly when she consciously connects with it, as she does during her meditations, or when she asks me to guide her in doing my will during the day, and most particularly when she does these videos, because this is the one time during the day that she truly turns over her will and her thoughts to hear me with the greatest purity that she can possibly have and maintain throughout the time of the video. And so I was explaining this to her as the video was just beginning, and so it was quite appropriate that she vocalize it. Otherwise, she would have spent much time for the explanation in silence, and you would not have known what we were talking about. And as many of the experiences that Christmas has are for you also, and you may be already experiencing them, I wanted this explanation to be verbalized so that you would know that when you are consciously connected with me, you will feel things differently inside of your body. And it may be different for each one of you. Many of you have felt heat in my presence. Others of you have felt a cool breeze. Some of you feel tingling or an electrical type sensation within you. These feelings are unique to your body, and they will change as you get used to using my energy and having it within you. In truth, every bit of energy that you have is my energy. For I am the life force in all of creation. That it is why it is quite simple for me to be present with you instantly when you call me, for in truth, I am already there. And I would just like you to continue with your spiritual work, whatever it may be, and whether or not you feel my presence within you, I ask you to know that I am there. Some of you have had the grace to be in the presence of an awakened one. And in that person's presence, you have felt perhaps more alive than you have ever felt at any other time. You have perhaps felt more joyful and more loved than you have at any other time. When God's presence is fully anchored within another human being, and you are in their physical presence, it is often easier for you to feel the energy that is God. Being with Sai Baba or Amma or other such wondrous beings of light makes it easier for you to feel God's presence. You don't have to do anything because your consciousness is totally drawn into the energy of that being by the force of the purity of their being. There are those who can resist this, and whose mind, instead of going into love and light, goes into judgment and doubt. So even in front of the incarnation of God in its purest form, they still will not feel it or be aware of it. But the reason I am telling you all of this, beloveds, is because in highest truth, you do not need to be in their physical presence in order to feel that divinity within yourself. For when you are in their presence, there is a type of osmosis that takes place. So you are feeling their energy within yourself. And as you stay focused on it, it enhances and vibrates with that part of you that is the exact same as them. If you did not have this divine energy within you, you could remain for years in their presence and never feel it within yourself. It is their job to present themselves to you, to give of themselves to you, so that you might feel it within yourself and have your own divinity enhanced and strengthened within you. But beloveds, if you could learn to see that same presence within all life forms, you would never need to go outside of yourself in order to experience that divinity. For you are right now, in this very moment, in the presence of God. God is everywhere around and within you. So take a moment now to recognize this, to accept it as truth, that God's presence is in your computer screen, in your desk, in your chair, in the air that you breathe, in the electric light currents going through your home. See God's perfect infinite light shining through every object in your home. Feel it shining and vibrating in every atom of your very own body. And as you do this, the presence of God will reveal itself to you, because you have chosen to focus upon it. And then, as the frequencies begin to rise within you, you will begin to feel a joyfulness, a lightness, a true state of ecstasy, which is the hallmark of the divine being. All divine beings, whether incarnate or not, are in a permanent state of bliss. Bliss is the word that we use to refer to joy within the physical body, the emotional body, the mental body, and the spiritual body. When all of your bodies are joyful, they are in a state of ecstasy or bliss, which is called Ananda in the Sanskrit. The Sanskrit words carry the frequency in a very pure way in the words themselves. And that is why Sanskrit is often used in the various mantras that are employed by many people around the planet. But you can bypass even these words by going straight to the source of the feeling. And that source is God. So see God in everything and everyone, in all objects, in all places. And if you do this with consistency, determination, and perseverance, your eyes and heart will behold God there, where you are focused upon to see it. And you will, little by little, be filled with an immense bliss in every part of your being. Wherever your consciousness is directed, you will feel and know bliss, because you will feel and know God's presence there. It will then be impossible for you to judge anything as being negative. You will have transcended both positive and negative. to attain the state of perfection. This would be a wondrous gift to give to yourselves, beloveds. So practice this. Practice seeing God everywhere, feeling God everywhere, knowing God everywhere, and be the bliss that you truly are. I love you and bless you with all my heart. I thank you for listening to the video. I thank and welcome all the new subscribers to this great family of light that is growing daily. And I thank you for all the spiritual work that you are doing. You, beloveds, are bringing the light to the planet that will bring forth the great ascension, the perfect new golden age, and I thank you for that. I am Metatron.